Today we're looking at the diagonal reach. This is kind of the starter movement in what's called quadruped, which is all fours on the ground. And it's a really great way to start getting your brain to understand how to coordinate moving your opposite hand and leg with each other. It's quite a stable position to be in. Even though you are kind of taking away 2 points, you're going to stay pretty stable with those opposites because the diagonal allows for that little adjustments to balance. Now, those adjustments are actually really good at developing stability in the body. Having stability in the body in a quadruped position with taking 2 points away helps the body to become more stable and strengthened. So when you're walking along and doing those exact strides where you're moving those opposites, creates more stability. So you're going to be less inclined for trips, slips and falls, injuries, especially if you're playing a sport like running about. You might step off a gutter. But having that ability to stabilize yourself in that striding position could be the difference between you stepping off the gutter and like stepping on a little rock and falling, or stepping off the gutter, stepping on a little rock and being able to catch yourself, have one of those really skilly close calls, and then be on your merry way thinking that you're a little bit of a skilly person. So when you're in position, quadruped position, which is this hands and knees, you're going to find you're going to be inclined as you shift to probably lean away from that leg that's going to lift. So you want to be really focused on keeping these points as straight. So hip over knee and shoulder over hand. So you should be able to get practiced at balancing like this and then swapping sides. So this stability allows you to then extend and come back. So nice and slow, nice and controlled. You're not trying to get your foot like right up in the air or anything. Just stretching it out and reaching and coming back down. Try to have the movement happen all in one go. So you want your arm and leg to move together, not one or the other. So they move together and they come back down. They move together and they come back down. This one might be a little bit challenging at first with coordination, because when we haven't moved in a quadruped position where we're asking our opposites to shift together, even though you're looking at what's going on, your brain can be like, okay, I see what's happening, but I just don't get how to make this move that way. So it can be a little bit tricky at first. So you can just start just getting a feel for it, just shifting those opposites together off the ground. And that's going to tell your brain, it's like, oh, okay, so these move together, these move together. So just take it slow, nice and steady. It's definitely not a rush. Get a feel for it, because it's going to be one of those movements that feels really odd at first. It might even feel like it's not actually doing anything for you, but it is. It is. You just wait and see. It may not be one that you feel like is going to really be super exertive, but it's the movement that wakes everything up in your body, because it's asking your butt to do work. It's asking the muscles in your back to do work. It's asking your shoulders to stabilize. So what it's doing is waking up your whole body in this amazing way. So then later on in your session, when you're doing other exercise, everything's already firing. It's ready to go. It's working to its best potential to help keep you safe, to keep you strong, and to keep you stable. Yeah, enjoy.